Pat O Toole from the Farmers Journal news desk here. We're in Claremorris. I'm joined by Minister Andrew Doyle. It's the last of the CAP consultation meetings. Minister Doyle, what was the purpose of these meetings and what have you picked up from them?
The purpose of the meetings was that the Department and myself and Minister Creed decided that it's better, following the publication of the Commission's own paper discussion document, The Future of Farming and Food post-2020, the CAP post-2020, that we would explain, outline the vision as outlined in that document, and then take feedback from everybody, stakeholders, farmers in particular, but everybody else who'd have an interest.
And what are people saying?
Well, I suppose the first thing is, bearing in mind Brexit, I suppose we can't ignore that there's a probable $4 billion deficit in the CAP budget going forward. The first thing is the budget. The budget we're working ahead of the budget being announced, which is expected to be announced the end of May. It's going to need further commitment from the other 27 member states to up their contribution from 1% to 1.1, 1.2% of GDP. There's no doubt that the Commissioner has laid out that any future CAP post-2020, to secure funding, it's going to need to be environment proofed. People are anxious to know what that means, how it will impact on their day-to-day farming activities, and will it put restrictions, will they be rewarded, all of those things. And I think that's a body of work which is really has to be done, and I think the purpose of hearing people's concerns and getting their suggestions is going to be really important.
And who are Ireland's allies?
Mainly in the northwest of the Union, but not just there. And smaller member states, we've always built up alliances. So we've had officials going around, meeting officials. Minister Creed's been doing it at council meetings, lining up with other small member states who see the benefit of CAP to their rural communities. It's 46 million jobs. We have produced safe, sustainable, traceable food for 500 million people, with using the CAP budget to make sure that food, safely produced food, is produced at a rate that's affordable to the ordinary household across Europe. There's certainly a recognition amongst other member states that we are obviously more affected and more potentially exposed than any other member state. The only land border with the UK, EU will be on this island.
Thank you very much.
Okay.